Proactive versus reactive job seekers. There's actually two types of job seekers in this super competitive market. One is having an easier time getting job interviews and job offers than the other. Let's get into it. And by the way, this takes more than 30 seconds to explain, so you might want to bookmark it if you can't stick around. Okay, so a proactive job seeker is someone who's more like a job shopper. They're being very intentional in the way that they go look for employers. And as a result, their efforts pay off a lot better. They get a better, what we call ROI, return on the investment. And I'm going to come back and break down what proactive job seekers look like in a minute. Reactive job seekers are actually what I would argue 80, maybe more than 80% of the job market is doing right now, the job seekers. And you might be going, I'm not a reactive job seeker, but hear me out. Reactive job seekers are people who apply online. They're the person that goes and looks at what's available and says, well, that's all available for jobs, so that's what I'll apply to. You are reacting to the environment. You might say, no, that's a proactive strategy. It's not. It's a reactive strategy that limits the amount of opportunities for you. Let's think about this. The only opportunities you're learning about are the ones that thousands of other people are learning about at the same time online, which is why this channel or method for looking for work is so ineffective right now. It's because it's like being on a highway in gridlock. Doesn't matter if you're a Lamborghini or a Hyundai, no one's moving. And so when you hear story after story of people applying and there's thousands of applicants, you don't have a shot. You never had a shot. That's a reactive job search strategy. And that's why so many people on this app, for example, are posting and saying, I've applied to 200 jobs and heard nothing. That's why it's a reactive strategy. So now let's talk about a proactive job seeker, or what we call at Work It Daily, the job shopper. The first thing we have to do is shift your mindset. So when members come into Work It Daily, we help them understand that they are a business of one. You think of yourself like a service provider. And then we teach you the marketing strategies of successful businesses, successful service providers, like knowing who your target demographic is or your target audience, understanding what your UVA is, your unique value add, right? None of us are special, but we all have a unique set of experiences, personalities, skill sets, preferences that when you take that professional strengths and you pull it all together, it creates a UVA. And that's really important because if you know anything about marketing, especially business marketing, people don't buy your products and services based on your features. They buy them based on your benefits. So when you understand how to translate those benefits into your UVA, your unique value add, you stand out, which then makes it much easier for you to back channel. Now, remember, I talked about channel gridlock, the main channel that reactive job seekers are using. Proactive job seekers are using what we call back channeling. And this is various methods for you to go around the system and get directly to people that can get you in touch with the recruiter and the hiring manager. Now, why is this important? And this is the one that I want to really emphasize. In this market, you're seeing a decreased number of posted jobs, but it doesn't mean that there aren't jobs available. There are a lot of jobs that companies are no longer publicly posting because they don't want to get 3,000 applicants. They can't physically handle it. If you've been ghosted recently, right? Like you've applied and been ghosted, companies physically can't handle the amount of applicants they get when they post their job publicly. So what do they do instead? They go to their recruiters and say, okay, go on LinkedIn and find 50 people that match this criteria, or go search the database and find people that match this. So this is, maybe you've heard it called the hidden job market and people get upset when we call it that, but essentially it's jobs that are never publicly posted. And the only way you're ever going to learn about them is if you connect with people at the company and you make an impression that says, hey, this person is capable of doing the job. Maybe we should tell them about the job opportunity. Now, this is working exceptionally well for our Work It Daily members because they have the brand, right? We teach them what their unique value add is. We make sure that that's reflected in their resume and their LinkedIn profile. And then we teach them how to write something called the disruptive cover letter. It's called that because it's not really a cover letter. What it is the connection story that ties your UVA, your unique value add, to these employers in a way that really gets their attention. And when you do that with back channeling, now what happens? Hey, this person really gets us and we have that job we haven't told anybody about. Let's see if they want to interview. This is how you go from being a commodity, just like everybody else, right, and competing against thousands, to being a value-based service offering. Again, I use these terms so that you can start to think about yourself differently. Proactive job seekers or job shoppers approach it entirely differently. And let me just conclude by saying that when you do this, it's going to feel more productive. You're not going to feel so stressed out and like you're wasting your time and spinning your wheels and can't understand what's wrong and feeling bad about yourself because you're using a broken method. Reactive job search is a broken method to job search. And in a competitive market like this, you need something new and different. Now, if you made it this far, I have something for you. It's called TikTok 10. It is a discount code to my platform. And the only way you'd find out about it is if you stayed to the end of this video. You'll notice it's not down here. TikTok 10 will take $10 a month off any membership. By the way, you can try us free for 7 days at no cost to you, risk free. And then if you use this TikTok 10 code, you'll get $10 off a month. You can cancel at any time. You could come in for 1 month, learn how to become a job shopper and leave us. But most importantly, you would learn what you need to know to compete in this market. So some people say, I got this, I can do it myself. But for those of you that are like, gee, if I could just get a little coaching, I could just get a little help and insight on what's going on and how I can fix this, I know I could be successful. You're perfect for Work It Daily. You're who we want to serve. And that's who we made the TikTok 10 discount code for. Okay. And by the way, memberships start at $29 a month. And with the code, it's only $19 a month. You're getting $10 off. So super affordable way for you to fix what's going on and become a proactive job shopper. Yes. Okay, I hope that helped. Keep the questions coming, folks. Good luck. Go get them.